Hey, what's up, fans over at the Pop Culture Network and Corticon.org? The plan here is to go over every Marvel Legend in the Return of Marvel Legend Wave 1. And no, we're not going to do just Steve Rogers here. This is the actual card back for Wave 1. And they're all very similar. They feature Ed McGuinness artwork. I'm not that big of a fan of Ed McGuinness, but he's an American penciler. He's worked on Deadpool, Hulk, Batman, Superman. He's got a pretty good rap sheet. His artwork is very unique to his style, I guess, so, I mean, good for him. But the plan is to go over every single one of these characters down here, and then not only that, we're also going to go over every variant that came packed with these guys, including the charged up Thor that was the SDCC exclusive, and then we're going to finish it off with a review of Terrax the Destroyer. Stick around, I don't know how long it's going to be. Let's do this.
I'm an action figure addict, as I stuff away more boxes in my attic. What do you fathom? I'm a fanatic, and they stand too tall in the detour. Action poses now cause you cough and they topple over, cause they like to do that in the toy business over. Now we on to the Hasbro.
Here we go. We had to make some minor adjustments here and there to get them all on the camera. But this would technically be Wave 1 of the Return of Marvel Legends 2012 January-February release. And you know, the main reason why I'm actually doing this video is because they actually restocked all these characters minus the SDCC Thor. But, I mean, I've been finding these guys left and right on the pegs again. I want to get the attention back out there about Wave 1 so, you know, you can actually go out there, find your Targets, find your Toys R Us's, because Wave 3 is coming, and this is probably the last opportunity to pick up Wave 1 off the pegs. Now, the very first one I saw when I was hunting, I found all these guys on the pegs. Well, besides STCC Thor, because you had to buy him online, or if you went to San Diego. I found the Blue Extremist Iron Man, the very first one I ever found, and I was actually very happy. And then the next time I found the Invisible Shield variant, Steve Rogers. But what was kind of awkward was he actually came with the standard shield when I found him. So there was like a little bit of a mishap on Hasbro's part. No big deal. I like every single one of these characters, and it's nice to see that they included Hope Summers because, you know, she's a very dominant part in the Avengers vs. X-Men. I really feel like that Return of Marvel Legends is a very strong line. There is some mishaps, but there's also some really great engineering going on between all these guys. We'll start off right here with Constrictor. Constrictor is a reuse of the Bullseye Buck before him. He's an alright character. I had to pick him up. I mean, I'm a completist. He came with the upper torso of Terax, so I mean, he was definitely a needed figure to build Terax. Great figure, great paint apps. Wish that these appendages were posable, but that's Constrictor. Great guy. He's on the pegs. Still, I've seen him many times. And we'll just dive right in here to Claw. I'm doing this overview based on them as figures, you know, brand new figures, not as my fandom of them as actual more comic book based individuals. This is also another based on a figure. It's probably my least favorite out of the whole wave, just because he doesn't really offer anything new to the Hasbro line. He's got these stupid freaking feet that I hate, and I hope they never introduce again, Wave 3 on. But, you know, his head's nice. He's got nice sculpting in his head. Pretty great figure. You can probably see him just clogging the pegs at your local Target right now. So if you want to build Terax, you definitely got to pick him up. And these are probably my top of the Return of Marvel Legends. I like all of these characters a lot. Those two were probably my least favorite. This was the SDCC version Thor. He came out not this summer, but the summer past. And, man, what a great action figure. When I got this guy, I knew I wanted to collect the Return of Marvel Legends. I just liked the engineering. There was a Diamond Select version Martin Thor, and this guy actually towers over him a little bit, and he looks remarkably better. So, congrats on that. And just a little tidbit of information that probably a lot of you don't know. But if you know Marvel Select, you might know Gentle Giant. And Gentle Giant is actually contracted to do the true sculpt for the Marvel Legend line and for the Marvel Universe. So that's a lot of the reasons why these sculpts look so amazing as they do is because Gentle Giant is behind them. The orange version Ghost Rider. I found this guy on the pegs a long time ago. I only saw this guy once. Picked him up. He's not a bad figure. I like him. I'm from the freaking 80s and 90s, so to me, this never was really Ghost Rider, but I do like him. He has grown on me. I like the clear plastic bits that they got going on. Great head sculpt. I've always enjoyed this head sculpt a lot. This would have been the standard Thor that he was, I guess, the technical all-star. If you see him, buy him. I mean, for $15, this guy is easily 8 inches. So, I mean, I think he's almost as tall as the Build-A-Figure. We got the blue Ghost Rider. He's basically exactly like the red one, only he's got blue accents where there would have been orange or red, however you want to say it. I like this one a little bit better. I like the paint used. I like the blue. The skull seems to stand out a little bit more vibrant. That's just a great head sculpt. I really enjoy this head sculpt a lot. That is the Ghost Rider. This is just a quick overview of everybody in the first wave because there's been so many reviews of them. I don't want to waste your guys' time. This is the blue Extremis Iron Man, who is exactly like the red Extremis Iron Man. And these two guys I think are going to show up in the Iron Man 3, if not only him. So, great figures. This would be a new sculpt. He's a little bit shorter. But yeah, this is one of the new sculpts in the line. So not too bad, not too good. It was nice here as he looks up and give him some nice flight poses. Probably the semi-blockbuster of the wave, I guess, if you're reading Avengers vs. X-Men. I mean, Hope Summers, she's the stepdaughter to Cable. Not related to Scott, at least as far as I know. I mean, I guess she might be. Great figure. I like that they kind of included Cable's gun. That's pretty cool. She doesn't wear this too much in the Avengers vs. X-Men, but I'm glad that they included it. Great figure, great character. When Steve Rogers was gone, he came back, and Bucky Cap was basically Captain America. Steve Rogers didn't want to step on no toes, so this is kind of how he was portrayed for a little bit. Wasn't really Captain America, but I mean, this is Captain America. This is the the enhanced human Captain America. Only he's Steve Rogers, which is his real name. I like this figure. You either like him or you don't. I mean, his head's pretty controversial, but I really enjoy it. So it's just a personal thing. I like this figure. This is the cleared shield variant, which is really how his shield is, I guess, when he's in the Steve Rogers mode. As you can see, the other difference is the one with the clear shield. He's got blue highlights. You can kind of see he's got a blue wash, unlike the other one that we just showed. The other one's all black. I like them both the same, so it's whatever. Alright, now we'll get on to Terrax. And this is just going to be a quick review, I guess, of Terrax, because I had not reviewed him on my channel or on PCN. So, yeah, this guy's great. I would say he's about 8.5 inches tall. He comes with his axe, which comes in 2 parts, just because of how it's packaged in the Build-A-Figure lot. Pretty cool. I think this axe comes with his head, maybe his lower torso. Great little thing to have. I mean, that's pretty freaking tall. I'd say that this is 6 inches tall. Terrax here, he's a new sculpt. They might have reused this from somebody. I'm not quite sure. Mine is they use this weird engineering where the hinge moves, but not the actual ball joint. I don't know if you can see that ball joint there. The ball joint's not moving. It's the inside hinge there that's moving. He's probably the loosest out of the whole bunch. It doesn't really affect him standing though. He's toppled over a couple times off my shelf, but a great figure. See his head. He's got this little peg here, which is kind of cool. His head's real grimacing looking. I mean, it's just fantastic. See those silver eyeballs? He looks exactly like Terrax the Destroyer. I mean, he might be a little tall and scaled to his comic book part, but that does not bother me one bit. This armor piece is removable. It actually tabs in right there. He's got that little ball joint, so he can get some pretty nice motion. He's got a ball hinge shoulder, and that offers nice range. Can do a full 360. I kind of look at his bicep. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like in proportion to his body, his bicep should be a little bit bigger. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I mean, 'cause look how big his forearm is, and look at his bicep. Could be me. Single joint at the elbow, which is fine. These larger characters, one thing I'd like to point out is the vascularity on this figure. If you look inside that cavity there, you can see his veins. Really nice attention to detail. It's always nice when Hasbro does stuff like that. The back's kind of a little awkward. I don't think I've ever seen muscles like that in real life. but you can see how they're kind of ribbed a little. But his hand's on a hinge, and it twists. Not bad. He's got the ball. He's got a ab crunch, but they're a little bit limited because of this armor here. He's got a waist swivel. He's got a ball joint at the hip, which does it's a T joint, and it does twist at the thigh. Double joint at the knee. He's got a boot swivel, which is always nice. And he's got those brand new ankle rockers. So he was the only one in this wave to come with the new ankle rockers. And those ankle rockers are freaking money. But this guy, he's really a great action figure. I mean, my verdict is Wave 1 was spectacular. Terrax is an awesome Build-A-Figure that Toy Biz never got to be able to do. And I like a lot of the new engineering that Hasbro's been able to implement in their Return to Marvel Legend figures. And if you're wondering why Wave 3 does not come with a Build-A-Figure, because they were not anticipating the success of Wave 1 and 2, and they were so close together that they really wanted to have another wave out there so people didn't have to wait till 2013, because I mean, it's really been doing well. So like I said, it's probably last chance to get Wave 1 on the pegs. So I'd go hit up your Target or Meijer or shoppcn.com or really anywhere to get a hold of these action figures. This is Quartercon. Till next time, guys.